Pioneers. We arrived from our cave into caring hands of friends. These curious midwives delivered us into the world just awoken from its pain. The taxi driver pointed out the crusted houses with empty marks of bomb blasts, but we did not understand. He talked too fast, trying to hide in the present, running away from the past. And we, the fools, leapt into that void, our hands cramped, holding on to the torch, to the key.
Qui abbiamo raccolto, soffiato, io e te, le braci, le cataste di noi, altrove, in un tempo nel quale non pensavamo di poter cambiare. Ora che bruciamo nella fiamma del presente, vanghiamo la cenere del cuore, lasciamo brillare il bagliore e poi alzarsi ancora, ancora, innescare, sempre bruciare, per poi respirare. Arriving, we collected the embers, we blew the heap, vase elsewhere, in a time when we thought nothing would have changed us, burning the twigs in a flame of today, spading the ashes, setting free the sparkles, igniting something always burning, the joy of us running along the shore, your fresh bread, my roses and herbs, feeling the warmth, feeling we are living.
The time when I started to write in English was when I moved to the UK, and I started to translate my own work into English, which I used to write in Hungarian. And I just realized that whenever I translate, I rewrite my own work. So, and you know that there is this slogan, lost in translation. So things can get lost, and also it can be added. New meanings can be added when you translate. So it's a very tricky thing to do, especially your own work. And so I just started to write in English. So now I'm writing in English, and whatever I will read today, they will be translations from English into Hungarian.
I've always been in a situation of in between languages, countries, or cultures. I think this in-between state is at the base of writing, actually, and especially poetry. Writing has taught me how to move back and forth this supposed divided line. When you feel like you can be still a whole person even though you cross borders, you realize, as you said, that you learn from a language and you have your own language, but when you try to go from one language to the other one, you discover new meanings.
Yes, I find that as well. And especially in poetry, we have images. So we work with imagery. And basically what happens to me, I translate the imagery into words.
Mm-hmm.
So it often happens that I have the image in my head first, or the feeling, the sensory detail, and then I transform it into words.
Sedimentare. Lo specchio è un corpo, è un posto per ossa e tendini, e forse anche rimandare a penne e a squame, volare, immaginare una protezione. Guarda sul vetro lo spazio tra mani e le tue mani, tutto ciò che hai toccato, tutto ciò che hai perduto, un'economia di frammenti mai completati. Sedimentare. The mirror and my body on the glass, touching hands with my hands, a place made of feathers or scales, seeing the space of all I have touched, all I have lost, an economy of fragments interminably undone.
Like fallen leaves, each experience settles in the humus of my being. The mind soars and leaves the body behind, a cockerel on the dust heap, searching for a seed or the golden coin. Landing is hard, but pain is good as a guide. Bouncing between soars and flights, we still are, body and mind, together in this yard called existence, joined by the sense of our invisible little hand standing by. Mint hulló falevél, minden tapasztalat lényem humuszában üllepedik le. Az elme felrepül, és maga mögött hagyja a testet, mint kiskakast a szemétdombon, aki magot vagy aranypénzt keres. A földetérés kemény, de a fájdalom jó útmutató. A kín és repülés között hánykodva, mi, test és elme, mégis együtt vagyunk, ellétnek nevezett udvaron. Összeköt az érzés, láthatatlan tyúkocskánk készenlétben.
In my writing, there are many images and words coming from nature, but also the landscapes that surround me, but also not only the landscape where I live, but the landscape of my memories.
For me, it's very different because I grew up on the continent. And now I'm living on an island which is surrounded by water and the sea. So the sea is a very important source of inspiration for me. And also the sea can be also threatening sometimes when there are gales and it can feel claustrophobic. So actually the nature will influence my mindset a lot in this country, I think.
Successivo. Aprire gli occhi. È la legge del corpo. La nuova terra. Prova della mente. So che posso vedere. In ogni separazione. Il mondo. In ogni fallimento. La scelta. In ogni silenzio. Il blu di se stessi. Per la ricchezza del buio. poiché se riemergo seguo una luce, fessura, intersizio, varco, un respiro e il suo successivo. Next one. Restarting, it is the law of the body to open the eyes in a new ground. It is a test for the mind to name the leaves and the streets, the faces and the lights. There is a choice for each failure, for a world rips off in each separation, and a new sky appears at each awakening. There is always a possibility to re-emerge and follow a light, a crack, a gap, a passage, a breath, and the next one.
Rebirth. For a long time, I was only leaving. For a long time, I have just arrived. Then I decided that I will live in between as a privileged witness of every breath, and I will pass it on as the kiss of life. Újjászületés. Sokáig csak elmentem, sokáig csak megérkeztem. Aztán eldöntöttem, én élni fogok a kettő között. Minden lélegzett kiváltságos tanúja leszek, és majd továbbadom, mint az élet csókját.
I think home is the place where we collect all the experiences, the people, the relationships, and so it's a place made of different places. Actually, it is made of memories. Also, I think home really is a place where we rediscover this connection with human beings, when we discover this feeling of humanity.
I always said that home is where the heart is. And it's very much for me, it means that, of course, to be with my family, with my beloved, and it's almost like the home is the kitchen, bringing all the ingredients, like you said, the memories, the ingredients together, and then making something nourishing. So the home is very much is a place of peace where my heart can rest and be peaceful, and then create something new and something for everybody around me.
L'altro. Quando il tempo ha una sola direzione, divide, ricominciare a ogni legame, trovare il nostro altro io nell'altro, the other, when time has one direction, it divides, restarting any bond, finds your other I in the others.
Is there another? Or are we just the cells of the same body, the planet Earth, padded by the wide space of the universe? outside minerals, inside enzymes, the oxygen in the air, the nitrogen in the heart, DDT and dynamite. Is that all? Are we all? Can you let me in? Van más is? Vagy csupán ugyanannak a testnek sejtjei vagyunk, a világ mindenség űrjével párnázott földnek? Kívül ásványok, bent enzimek, a levegőben az oxigén, a nitrogén a szívben, féregírtó és robbanószer. Ennyi az egész? Mind ez vagyunk? Be tudnál engedni, kérlek?
The main activist project is Letters with Wings. Csilla, you are also part of this, and another one is A Sky You Are Too Big. I think activism and poetry share a same matter, which is hope. I also think poetry witnesses a collective hope, but also activism. Hope is like a delicate shoot rising from the ground, so it needs love, determination. If you feel that poetry is a space for everybody, you want to talk to everybody, and you feel this humanity in your writing.
Yeah, that's a beautiful idea.
Impronta digitale. Al confine, l'impronta dell'indice, imprimere, l'aprirsi di un respiro e una domanda del cervello, dal dentro, diventano la stessa cosa. Anche il dolore ha forma, come la pelle si lacera, dal sangue guarisce, dal centro, dal dentro. Gli eventi della vita, la testimonianza, l'impronta segnata sul corpo. L'indice può tracciare e, nello stesso tempo, cancellare. Fingerprint, border, mark of a finger, impressed, the birth of a breath and a question of the brain. They are the same. Grief, too, has the property of the skin. It heals from the center. It stamps concentric circles. Fragile finger can trace the erasing of a self.
Fingerprint. It will pass like you and me. I want no mark, no memory for me, for my unique fingerprint. All I want, all I know is life in the grass, in the air, in words shared, this very moment. Új lenyomat. Elmúlunk mindannyian. Nem kell megjelölni már az emlékemet, ezt a páratlan új lenyomatot. Csak azt tudom és akarom, ami élet, fűben, levegőben, szavainkban, itt a jelenben.